Hey guys, Joshua Andrew here, back here at Taupo Motorsports Park for the first round of the New Zealand Formula 4 Championship. There's about 18 competitors that have come up. Some have come up from the bottom of the South Island, some have come from North Island. It's going to be a great day's racing with some of New Zealand's best in Formula 4 and open wheel racing. So yeah, looking forward to the next 3 days. We've got practice on Friday, and then we've got qualifying and 2 races on Saturday, and we've got 2 races on Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to learning more. Learning the racecraft, testing my skills against the best. So yeah, come along for the journey.
So then you slow down.
So yeah, went out for qualifying, didn't have a clutch pedal. We found a leak in the bell housing in the back of that. So yeah, we had to go out qualifying without a clutch at all. So that was very interesting for the starts. With these Formula 4s, you can just upshift it, you just lift off the throttle because the way the gearbox is built, it's designed for it. So you just upshift it. First time for me downshifting without a clutch, so that was very interesting. So just getting used to that. Just laying down some times. Yeah, we've had some brake issues yesterday in practice. Knocked out my confidence in the car, but we're looking forward to the racing for today. Yeah, race 1 we qualified 14th, got a really poor start, was just in La La Land, not watching the lights properly, so we mucked up the start a little bit, lost the position straight away, and then yeah, spent most of the race with a clutch issue. The clutch was, it felt like the clutch was slipping out of second gear for the first half of the race, and then it felt right after that, but by that time we had lost good ground on our competitors. So we ended up that race 14th, so we didn't net any position gains for that. But lap times are getting faster, we're still learning, I'm still learning, so yeah. Looking forward to race 2. Great race 2, yeah, the end of today's racing, yeah, ended it with a really good race. Started from P14, had a decent start, no one really had a good start, no one really had a bad start compared to me. And we just made up good ground on that first opening lap, using my simulator experience to find gaps and make those moves clean, quickly and efficiently. So yeah, we had a good battle with 2 Stealth Van Diemen's, the blue and a white car, leading them for quite a bit, and then just having a good draft battle with them. Just my experience with real life racing, they can be quite dirty. Just they know certain moves and that with experience, and that's something I don't know yet, and I'm still learning that. Afraid of netcode in sim racing, so you don't really want to go door to door with people on that, but here you can. So you're just learning that now. Where that was a good race where I was actually up to speed. The car felt really good, but yeah, they just started to drive away from me. Was looking forward to having catch back up to them again. Unfortunately, the safety car came out, and that we had to circulate for about 3 or 4 laps, and that just was the end of the race. We finished under safety car checker flag, which was a bit of a bummer because wanted to be right back on their tails again for the safety car restart and have a couple of lunges and that with 1 or 2 laps to go. Could have been a different story with how we ended, but yeah, that was a good race, best race of my short career so far with this. So yeah, looking forward for tomorrow. Huge thanks to everyone on the shirt behind us. So yeah, first race of today, race 3. Bit of a stuffed up in the start. the clutch wasn't fully disengaging the motor, so when I started to rev, it started to creep forward, which sort of distracted me from the lights. So that's something I have to sort before the next race. But yeah, back of the pack. Coming into turn 1, unfortunately snagged another car coming through turn 3, which is not what I want to be doing. But that's just a racing incident. I apologise for that. Just ran the tyres a bit too hot. I thought the track would be a lot colder than it was. So we just overcooked the tyres and just lost so much grip. And it's just a downhill spiral from there. It just keeps snowballing the more you try and drive it hard. So yeah, I just tried to drive as fast as I could to try and catch up back up to the leaders in that start of that race, back up to the field to get that draft. But yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't work, and it just kept snowballing, getting worse and worse and worse in the car. But it's a good learning experience. Just need to bring it right back next time if the tyres are getting too hot, and make sure I can get them cooled down again, pressure's back down to where they should be. And then go from there again. I spent that whole race just trying to get those tyres good and trying to chase the leaders, try and chase the back of the pack, get into that draft again, because that draft is so important with these cars. So, it's worth about six tenths, which is quite a lot. When we're battling each other for tenths of a second. But yeah, looking forward to the final race for this weekend. So yeah, final race, had to put some new brake pads in, so I had to bed them in at the start on the warm-up lap, warming the tyres up as much as I could. It was going to be a long race, 12 laps, it's quite long for us. So yeah, just warming up the tyres, making sure I had some brakes in for turn 1. Yeah, didn't have a good start for the start, was caught behind someone else, trying to get around him, coming into the hairpin before the back straight, just drived in a bit too deep. Bit too ambitious, and just completely forgot that I still didn't have bed-in brakes properly, so I just had very little brakes and just went off. So that just set me back, and I lost the draft from there. Bit of an unfortunate race for us, but yeah, we'll learn from it. It's all just learning. Yeah, just laying down some good times after that, and just trying different things in that, because I was just running by myself at that point, and you need the draft, you need to be with the group for it to work properly. But yeah, but a bit of a bummer, disappointed with that. Bit frustrating, there's not the feedback I can give to the engineering team. It's very limited because of my experience, so it's just unfortunate. We don't have any data loggers on this car, so we can't look at my data and go from there with an experienced engineer. But yeah, unfortunate, but that's just racing sometimes. We're learning, and that's the main thing. So yeah, on to round 2. But yeah, bit of an unfortunate weekend, and looking at it overall, had a really good race 2 at the end of Saturday, but the other 3 races were a bit of a poor performance from me. But there's just hard lessons you have to learn, and they're the best kind of lessons. So yeah, we'll look over everything and come back for the next round of the North Island Formula Ford Series. And get ready for the final round of the National Formula Ford Series as well, down in Christchurch in May. Huge thank you to our supporters and sponsors as well. We've got Cassie Construction, Ward Demolition, Grimmer Concrete Cutting, Octa Project Management, MCV Plumbing, Rushton Racing, Falcon Signs. They're all a great bunch of people. Go support them. They support young people doing great things. So yeah, looking forward to the next round.